All right, so we just got finished with week 3, Autumn of Agony. This dang Cassie Lang, man, and boy, this was rough. This week was a little bit rougher. If you didn't have the right counters, there was a lot of things you had to focus on. You had to focus on the crush, and then you had to focus on the vigilance, and you had to focus, make sure that they couldn't evade, and then you had to focus. You just had to focus, man. You had to, yeah. It's a mindset thing. You had to really lock in and get this fight done. I ain't gonna lie. But these are the top counters for this week's Autumn of Agony, man. But before we get into this, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, if only you like this content, man. So let's get into the video, man. So let's get into first what makes this fight so dang annoying. The first node is called Bust a Groove. So at the start of the fight and every 15 seconds after, the defender alternates between having a basic evade passive granting 100% chance to evade all incoming basic attacks, and special miss passive granting 100% chance for incoming special attacks to miss. But the way you counter it is the next node, which is Giving Chase. When the attacker performs a well-timed block, they gain a Pursuit or a Vigilance passive for 15 seconds. Now, Pursuit will allow you to bypass evade. So this is going to take care of the whole evade part of Bust a Groove. Also, there you can get vigilance, and that's going to take care of the miss mechanic 100% in the Bust a Groove node. So this is very helpful. This is what you're going to use to counter that first node. Now, the second annoying part of this dang fight is Painful Retreat. Every 10 seconds, the attacker is inflicted with a Power Sting debuff for 10 seconds that deal 100% of the defender's attack rating as damage. Remove one of these Power Stings for every 10 hits on the attacker's combo meter. Now, this is annoying because you have to wait, man. Look, if you got a Power Sting on you, don't throw that damn special. Please, I beg of you, do not throw the special, man. Wait it out, or you know what I'm saying? Either wait it out or get those dang 10 hits. Because if you throw the special, boom, your health is gone. Just poof, disappear, just gone, man. So you want to make sure you either wait it out or get them 10 hits. For every 10 hits, you can get that Power Sting off of you, man. Get it off of you, bro. Please get it off of you, man. All right, and the final annoying node is Crush Revolution, man. So when the attacker dodges back, they gain a crush timer for 1.2 seconds. Dodging back again while this timer is active inflicts them with a crush debuff for 4 seconds. Won't trigger if crush is already active. Now this is super freaking annoying, bro, because the amount of times I dashed back and forgot that the crush was active, and boom, I'm like, dog, does Cassie Lang have unblockable in her kit? And then I'm like, nope, it's the crush, bro. It's the freaking crush, bro. It's the freaking crush, broski. So please, 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 this whole fight is about patience, man. You got to be patient, and you got to know exactly what the freak is going on in this fight, or you're going to freak out and lose composure. You know what I'm saying? You got to stay composed, bro. Wait to get those debuffs off you and then strike when you need to strike, man. 100%. The last note is Necrotic Boom. When a debuff is purified off the attacker, their controls are reversed for 4 seconds. But honestly, you're not really going to be running Purification Champs. So that node is really just, don't worry about that node, 100%. So now that we got into that, let's get into the best options, man, 100%. Now the first objective is to complete Autumn of Agony with the champion tagged hero in 2024, man. So my personal favorite option for this fight was Patriot. And this is great because y'all know I'm a Patriot lover, man. I'm a Patriot lover. But this fight kind of caters to Patriot in the sense of this. So already, when you parry, you gain a vigilance. So you already are going to be able to bypass the miss. That's not going to be a problem. But the most convenient part of his kit for this fight is the fact that you are able to stack your combo really fast. For every light hit, that's 2 on the combo meter. So you really don't have to worry about certain things. For instance, you don't have to worry about Cassie Lang's SP1. When she gets all those debuffs on you, you can easily get them off because you're taking 2 of those debuffs off for every hit, because every light is two hits on the combo meter. So that simplifies the fight, because there were so many times that Cassie Lang threw that dang SB1, bro, and boom, 15 debuffs. I don't even know what they're called, but they're debuffs and they hurt, bro, when they expire. So you don't want them to expire. So Patriot just makes it super simple. The trick with Patriot, so now in his kit, you're supposed to activate the counter evade or whatever the case is to gain the extra burst damage. I did it, but I'm letting you know, just play it safe. Don't worry about the dang counter evade. Don't worry about it. When you get all the debuffs off you, everything lines up, crank the SB2s, slow and steady wins the race. It's all gonna be good, trust me. It's gonna simplify the fight. Don't overthink it with Patriot. Just because the AI is so weird, sometimes the counter evade won't work. Sometimes when you dash back, hold block, you know, Cassie Lang is going to crank it heavy, and that's the most case for most champions while using Patriot. When you dash back and try to force the counter evade, they do a couple hits in your block, and then they crank a heavy, and boom, you get smacked in the face by a heavy. So don't worry about that. Get the debuffs off you, play it slow and steady. He can easily do the fight, very comfortably do the fight. You don't have to even think about it. Other notable honorable mentions for this fight, of course, I ranked 3 Negasonic. I didn't use her, but she can definitely work for sure. But the whole key with these fight is slow and steady wins the race. Like you can't speed through this. You can't brute force through this fight at all. You have to pay attention to what exactly is going on. I assume Dust can do the fight for sure. Prowler is definitely a great option because he could easily bypass evade. So you don't really have to worry about the evade aspect of things. You can get the vigilance up, get the crank the mediums, get to a SB2, big rupture damage. So yeah, Prowler for sure is another solid honorable mention for this fight. Besides that, I really, I don't really think anybody else is like just go to for, to cheese this fight. To be real with you, you really just got those options. I ain't gonna lie. Now the next objective is complete Autumn of Agony with a champion tag psychic shielding and size medium. Medium. So the champion that I found just most clutch and convenient and super safe was white mags. The reason is because mags can just shut down metal defenders. You know what I'm saying? Metal opponent. If they're metal, they get shut down. So red mags and white mags for sure super goated for this objective. 100%. You'll be fine. It's super simple. If you know how to play red mags, you can easily get that. But I use white mags. I love white mags for this because of the pre-fight. You get the passive stun, which makes it super safe, and then he just shuts off the node, the evade, the miss. He just shuts it off 100%. You just have to worry about the crush, you know what I'm saying, and get to it. Like I said, he's slower. He's not as the damage isn't as crazy as red mags, but I personally love using white mags, so I didn't find it an issue. It's a slower fight, but if you know what you're doing, 100% you can get the fight down. For those who don't know, SB1, get like a bar and 3/4 of power SB1, and then rush to a SB2, crank the SB2. For if you really want to go the distance, do a SB3, SB1, SB2, but make sure you have a bar and 3/4 of power so you can rush back up to a SB2 when you crank that SB1. 100%, and the fight's smooth. Now there are some other options, as I mentioned before. 100% red mags is going to be probably your top option. Probably, if you know how to play red. Most people know how to play red mags before they know how to play white mags. So red mags is going to do the job for you, 100%. Second option for sure, Moondragon probably will work because she can. I'm pretty sure in her kit she can bypass evade. I don't know if she can bypass miss. I haven't played her in a long time, but Moondragon theoretically, and she got class advantage. Theoretically, Moondragon should be able to cook. She should cook pretty nice. But I didn't try her. I didn't go after I finished. I didn't go back into it. Also, Professor X probably cooks. He should be able to bypass evade. I don't know if he can bypass miss. I forgot. I haven't played Professor X in so long also, but he should be theoretically be able to bypass damn near the node. You know what I'm saying? Just worry about crush, ramp up Professor X, and crank back-to-back specials. And yeah, you should be just fine and diddly do. Sorry. But yeah, besides that, bro, there Pumpkin Man, what's his name? Jack-o'-lantern? Pumpkin Face? Yeah, Pumpkin Face can probably do the fight too. Jack-o'-lantern can probably do the fight too. I don't have one, so I'm salty, and I don't know anything about Jack-o'-lantern. But if you have a high rank Jack-o'-lantern, which I'm jealous of, yeah, use Jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, he could go crazy. Do it. Go. Stop listening to me. Go do it. Right now. Go do it. So the final objective is to complete Autumn of Agony with a champion tagged tech and a villain. Tech and villain. 100%. So the best options for this I used for this personally was Shocker, man. Shocker, it's still a sketchy fight. It's not a simple fight. By no means is the Shocker fight simple at all whatsoever. But if you know how to use Shocker, and by the time you've done a couple of the other objectives, you kind of understand what's going on. Yeah, you just play it super safe, man, and only crank the SB1s when you have the debuffs off you, and it's safe to crank the SB1, and crank the SB2 when it's super safe too. Also, a good little strat that I will say that did help me during the Shocker fight was the fact that when you're getting ready to switch that buff on you, whether it is Pursuit or the Vigilance, kind of start preparing earlier to switch that buff before Cassie Lang switches into her next form. For instance, there were many times that I switched to Pursuit when she still had the Untouchable mechanic on, like maybe 5 to 10 seconds before she switched back to the evade part of the node. 100%. So just kind of, you can kind of get around certain things. Also, another key thing for the Shocker fight is don't be afraid to crank the SB2 when she's at the end of her Untouchable, about to switch to the evade, because by that time the SB2 is you're going to be able to crank the SB2, and that passive stun is going to be able to bypass that evade that she has, so you don't have to worry about that. The only time that you crank an SB2 and have to be worried is if you are cranking it while she has their Untouchable, because your SB2 will whiff 100% and it will piss you off. So you don't want to do that. If you do crank an SB2, make sure it's at the end of the Untouchable heading into her evade phase, 100%, and you should be fine. Now, other honorable mentions: Red Skull might work. He might work. I don't know. But this is a real sketchy objective. I assume Omega Sentinel should be able to work because she can bypass Miss and some of her debuffs. Ultron, maybe. Lady Deathstrike, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Punisher 2099, yeah, you can work. Yeah. Try it. It's kind of sketch, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you don't know what's going on, or you're not willing to learn what's going on, this is gonna be a tougher week for you, 100%. So hopefully this helps, this guide helps. Hopefully these champs kind of simplify your objectives for you. We just got memberships, big W. So be sure to catch live streams every day or every other day. Just be sure to look out for the live streams. They're super fun, super lit, dope vibes, good vibes all day. And yeah, man, more videos on the way. And yeah, man, we out this thing. Deuces.